serving gas, be too damn patient. No religion is a lie. Choose to question my creation, cause the rough is slide. Don't see the patience of destruction. Leave me closer to this truth. The devastation comes a consequence created by me. So when they come to stuff with freedom, make them stand and can't refuse it. Virtual thoughts and make them get it. Grab the this illusion. My intentions to believe that never down inside. I'm over through this brotherhood. I found the perfect way to get control. A sacred act of new decision. Burn the pig and bleed the goat. Just ain't my interlude and through inspection. No encouraging steps into the void. Expectation all along. I spit my poison to the place where things are working. Soul is flame of thought. With these bloods that come from this. From an evil now you're thinking. Cross my paralyzed surviving. Slave I cannot live without control. My train of consequence and moves upon the track. So must be through the death. Live for you. These decisions that you need to make. Problems choose your fate. With a life trust the life of this corruption. Way to go. My friends on your weakness. Looking down upon the people. You can't control the laws and now the God. Crazy all up on it. Just see peace become the goal. And work out upon these thoughts. Scratch the surface through the brain. No, now this visuals and they can show. Within the stone we think to be invented. Steal the tree of death. Fall.
It's the All right, there we go. Now the mic's on. What's up, guys? Appreciate you joining up today. That SPY took a huge tumble to the downside. Man, yesterday we had a pretty good move down, right? The past few days, the market has really not been tanking down as hard as it could be, right? It's been falling off, but it's not really like crashing and burning or anything. But these have been pretty solid moves, especially yesterday. We had that great move to the downside. Today, the SPY's recovering up a little bit, but it's not really recovering up in a crazy way. This is honestly a very small recovery. It's just running up right into resistance kind of from the end of day yesterday. We could very easily start falling down and break below 420 at some point here today. Now, do I think that'll happen? I'm like 50-50 on that. I'm neutral. But I feel like in the short term, there's some pretty big things going on as far as trends breaking that will be very important to keep an eye on. On the SPY's daily chart, we're approaching a big trend line here that's coming into play. And you can see that 420 low looks pretty rough. So I'm sitting here watching that low and I'm like, wow, it's a pretty big level. We need to really get that movement back below 420. And we just need to keep that good momentum going here. We might go green for a couple days, but just watch this very closely here. If we run up a little bit and reject off that daily chart or off that trend line on the daily chart, and then we start turning back over, that's kind of what's going to be what's on my radar here. A slight pop back into this resistance and then a bigger drop off coming in. Now, what levels am I looking for maybe for the SPY to get to as it moves back up? I'm really watching these areas where we saw a ton of bounces recently, and it's about a 1 point range between 424 and 425. I'm going to circle all these hits on the chart so you can kind of see where all these hits are. These are the ones I'm circling. These are the ones I'm watching. And I'm watching these spots because look at it. Every time it hits here, it moves. So I'll be watching this for a nice area as a resistance. We got pretty close this morning whenever we hit 423.27. So maybe we'll hit there and start to reject back down kind of. But that is exactly what I'm watching for here. Is the market closed Monday? What? Why would it be closed Monday? Where'd you get that from, Saul? Where'd you get that? I'm curious. I'm not even gonna go look because I'm like 99% sure it's open. But I'm curious where you got that from, though. By the way, you can always just go to the NYSE and look up the holiday hours. Yeah, I'm curious where you heard that. Because there's nothing for like 2 months. Columbus Day, okay. Well, that's a valid question then. But here is the list. We actually don't have anything for about 2 months out to November 23rd. November 23rd, which is Thanksgiving, is going to be our next day off. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That is pretty cool though. So it's Columbus Day. I see. That's valid then. I was curious though, like what made you think that? So that's cool. Columbus Day.
Unto culture.
Pocahontas Day. Zane. Crap. Hey, I'm actually part Native American, so that'll be I'm allowed to call her that. Oh, that's funny, Zane. Saul said they got it from Weeble. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it looks like the next one's November 23rd, but I was just curious where you got it. I didn't mean it like just so we're clear, I did not mean that like where'd you hear that? That's stupid or something. I just meant it like where did you hear that? Because I want to know, because it's like, you know, I'm curious if someone like lied or what they said. But OPGN for Xbox. Let's see. OPGN. Whoa. OpGen. I've never seen one this 38 cents, 34 cents. What the hell? Nom Nom said, glad I bought Google Call yesterday. I don't know anything about OPGN. It's like a 30-cent stock. It's starting to come up a little bit, though. OPGN. Google looks pretty good. Google has a lot of great momentum today. I like that. Hell yeah, these stocks are looking great. Microsoft recovery. Nice. We are getting a recovery day now. Let's see how high that SPY can go today. That's the big question for me. It's not really that, you know, are we going to get a decent move? It's going to be, how high is it going to get, right? How high will it come? If you're in the premium Discord, we closed our SQQQ play yesterday. I just want to let you guys know that we will be opening a new one. It might take a little bit of time, though. Just keep that in mind, right? Like, I'm looking for the SPY to get a solid base, start to form a solid bottom before I, you know, go running back into these plays. So, but it was a great hold on the SPY up all the way up until we sold yesterday. I thought it was great. So, good job to whoever held SQQQ and SPXS with me from the live stream as well. We got out. The funny part is, I bet no one really did. That's the funniest part. It was one of the best ones, though. Best swings of the year, maybe. Took a risk on TQQQ calls yesterday at Lowe's and just sold this morning. Nice, Justin. Nice, nice. I know Sean and a couple people were into SQQQ, though. All right, Boeing, let's see it. Starting to recover a little bit. It would be sick to see Boeing move up because it might run up into that $200 resistance. Have a nice move up into there. That would be pretty solid if that happened, actually. Citigroup, Bank of America. Really? Bank of America is breaking the lows of yesterday and JP Morgan's getting close? That sucks. That sucks to see. Let me know what stocks you guys are watching, though, and we'll check it out. Citigroup looks solid. NVAX Novavax. That's a pretty fun one. I like NVAX. It gets some good moves, and yesterday it had a pretty good one. Wow, the stock's been pretty choppy lately, but it's been making for some good opportunities if you buy it on support. That move yesterday was pretty big. Then today it just comes right back. Ooh, Cornish said Zom to the woodshed in the Discord. I'm curious. Uh-oh. Shit. I opened up my Thinkorswim and it's telling me now I gotta create my Schwab account. I don't want to create a Schwab login. God dang it. It'll begin Monday, November 6th. Okay, we're skipping that for now. I don't want to make Schwab. I want to stick on this. I know it's like the same thing, but shit. I just don't want to. Can't they just use my TD login? Is my Schwab one? Yeah, like, is it really that hard? Just make my Schwab one my TD one. I don't know. It's alright though. Wow, I've seen the cruise lines and airlines are doing really good here. Although you go out to a daily chart and they still look like shit. But you go on a 5-minute chart, at least they're recovering up today. Fairly well anyways. Yeah, Xbox goes, that's how I felt. I don't know, I just don't want to make a whole new account, I guess we'll say, right? You know, they should do the switch on like January 1st so that I don't have to have like documents from 2 different companies, hopefully. How is that going to work for taxes? I'm curious. Tilray don't want to go up. Yeah, somebody in Discord just said Tilray doesn't want to go up, and I figured I'd go look at it real quick. Oh, it's Easy Rider, if you guys know him from here. But it is a pretty good point. Like, Tilray really does not want to go up right now. We go look at the daily chart, and it is falling back down hard at the moment. I actually love Tilray for the long term. It's just, it's going to be so volatile and risky in the short term. Just, this is a stock that if you cannot hold it, if you can't take the heat, then get the hell out. I'll never forget whenever Mike said that in the video. I was like, and I just want to point this out here because, you know, a lot of people get MJ stocks when they start to get hot. And then they say, well, these stocks are really hot right now. Let's go. In the grand scheme of things, like if you zoom out a lot, like these big moves up can take a while. Like let's say the last big move up, right? Like it started heating up pretty good, but it had a lot of big up and down swings. And even if you count like this whole big move here over the course of a year, it was probably setting up for that bigger run, but it just didn't quite look like it, right? We might be in that same type of spot now where like we're kind of setting up for a big run to happen. It's just, we're really waiting for that news to hit. And the news was the Senate banking bill. And now that the Senate and the House have 45 days to figure out their funding, first they got to figure out who's going to be the Speaker of the House. Then they got to figure out the funding now. And then they got to get the Senate banking bill passed. The one for marijuana. It'll go through the Senate, then it'll go through the House, and then it'll go to Joey B. Okay, so I feel like that it's just a little bit, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I know a lot of people have heard Mike and myself probably talking about this one a lot lately, and it's just one of those things that you're gonna have to hold it for the long term and keep averaging in. Get that share price as low as possible. Don't go all in at one time. I like to buy like 300 shares at a time in this one. That way it's not too much money. Oh shit, Disney. Ooh, yeah, it's getting close to that big support again. It's like right on the COVID low and the low of 2014. Good job, Disney. Good job. This is actually pretty damn bad. Tesla pushing, Christian said. I like it. Tessie. Tessie's coming alive. Okay. Okay, Tessie. Are we gonna maybe break the downwards trend on the daily? That would be pretty sick if we could. I saw Christian actually took delivery of a nice Tessie Model S, it looked like. I liked it, Christian. I liked the color on it being black. I like the car. It looked nice. Rick said, where's the music from? It's a free mix on YouTube. Here, I'll send you guys a link in the chat if you want to check it out sometime. It's like 3 hours long. The song is, it's pretty crazy. Or not the song, but the video comprised of multiple songs is. Thoughts on NVAX calls? Let's see. Whoa. Well, I am not a fan of them today. I'll say that. Be very careful with those today. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one, to be honest. I feel like this stock is pretty hard to trade. Like, you go out to a daily, see the movement. I mean, if you buy off support every time, it might be okay, but at some point the support's gonna give, and we're already on like the 6th touch. It's not like we're just now seeing it developing. I feel like it's at like the end of its range here. This has been a big range though. Holy shit, between $7 and $10. It's hit 7 and then ran up to 10 like 3 to 4 times already. That's pretty wild actually. If we are going off of this support, then calls right here would be good. But you gotta really trust this support. Support could break, you know, so just keep that in mind. But if you want calls on it, I don't think it's terrible given the support, but I don't know. This is just not the stock for me, really, right now. Look at the wildness on this thing. Holy crap. What a wild company. How's Pfizer? I know a lot of these healthcare stocks have been doing terrible. What does NVAX work on? Do they have like some like specific drug that's like making them popular, or how's CVS to the downside? Nam said CVS. You know, this one actually looks pretty decent. I think this one could fall down and retest 66. I kind of like it down. The only problem is that it's already fallen quite a bit recently, but I think it could still go more. It easily could. Oh wow, NVAX just got FDA approval for a COVID booster. NVAX. Huh. It could be good for a trade. Why is it coming down so hard today, though? That's a pretty bad... I could see where it got the good news yesterday, and then today it's like, hell no. Came right back over. It's almost to the opening price of yesterday again. The COVID boosters. I'm curious how many people get those boosters. Carlo, I think we thought of the same thing at the same time. Let me know if you guys get these COVID boosters. I'm curious. You know, and I'm not saying this in like a way of like to make fun of anyone for getting it. I'm just curious if anyone did. I'm gonna actually make a poll. I don't know if this is a good poll to put out or not, but I'm curious what you guys have here on the poll. This poll might be a little bit more of a private question, so you don't have to necessarily put all of the info in there, but vote up in the poll if you guys are interested. I'm curious to see what everybody votes for, and of course, like I said, you know, this is all private. I can't see your answers. Just vote them up, and I'll see what it does, or I'll see what we end up totaling to. But I'm curious, like I said, very curious actually. Five total votes. Sorry, it's an updated vaccine, not a booster. Okay. Well, still, we'll just act like it said booster, but... I see what you're saying, though. Did you guys see the movie Dumb Money? I don't think I ended up watching it yet. No, I have not. It has Pete Davidson in it, though. And Seth Rogen. Everyday people flip the script on Wall Street and get rich by turning GameStop into one of the hottest companies. Nice. Okay. It looks like a pretty good one. I have not seen this one yet. I forgot about it. I remember people talking about it, but... You mean it's at the movie theater right now? That's pretty cool. Wow. Did not know that. I wish I would have, though, honestly, sooner. It's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, I will have to see it. That's awesome, Llama. Thanks for bringing that one up. That's a good one. I appreciate that. Everyone, go watch Dumb Money. Let's see what... Let's all go have a movie night, and then we have to report what we learned tomorrow. We'll have a book report tomorrow, okay? On Dumb Money. I guess we'll call it a movie report, but... No, I'm kidding. See that ISM Services PMI is coming out in about 4 minutes, so be ready for it. I don't think it's going to really move the market too much, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. People are kind of hyping it up. Don't expect anything too crazy with it, honestly. I would just expect more chop out of the SPY. Like I said earlier today, I'm kind of looking for that SPY to pop up a little. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? Was that this? Okay. I like this. Just wanted to make sure I click the right thing over there. This is pretty cool. Obviously, you'd want more green than red, though. I don't know. I was kind of setting it up for puts. My bad. I do like that a lot, though. How they have that there. Here we go. Here's the one for puts. Let's just go target forever. The chop is safe. Yes, it is safe. Yes, it is, Sean. I wish that I could get a button for the chop. Let me see if I can here. Oh, I forgot I can make my own buttons. Oh, everything says get to the chopper. Yeah, no chop. We would watch the chop scene if they wouldn't screw us so bad, but you know how it be with the getting screwed over. Have you seen the new Weeble setup they have? It's awesome now, Saul said. Nope, I have not seen it. I'm sure my Weeble account actually closed. I wish it didn't, but it's probably closed because I don't have anything in it. Drag the slider to fit the puzzle. What the? That's weird. Yeah, I think they closed it. I can't log in. Or I can't remember my password. One or the other. Don't feel like messing with that right now. Let's see though if there's any new pictures. New Weeble platform. Like, did they literally just update it, or are you just saying in general, like, it's been updated for a while and it's kind of cool? Yeah, I know Xbox, right? I think that's what happened to all of mine. Wow, that's nuts, Llama. The guy lived 15 minutes from you. Come on, Meta. Meta's still sitting here at $300. It's like failing to break down below. Let's see what the spy says here. Nice, spy.
One on defect.
Come on, Meta. What are you doing? You gonna break down? I want to see a good breakdown for us. All right, ADP, or I mean ISM. Looks like it came in at 53.6, which was the consensus in the forecast, so it's not really overly surprising for the SPY. But the market is kind of falling off since then. SPY's looking rough to the downside right here. That move yesterday was bad, so far today it's been kind of playing out. Remember at the very beginning of the live stream today, I thought maybe we would run back up into resistance and then start trading lower? That's kind of like what's been happening here. Ran up into resistance, trading back down a little bit lower now. If we really do continue with the move, wow. Because that could be a pretty damn good move down if we really see more selling come in. I feel like traders are getting so fearful right now. That fear is just coming in and starting to overtake people, I feel like. It's that fear. Where's the fear index right now? Fear index. Fear, here it is. This is the one. Extreme fear. Look at that. That's pretty. Dang. Okay. Oh, it just went down a little bit. Go back up. Or go more fearful. I mean. Go more fearful. If you are day trading SPY today, maybe watch some supports coming up, like right around 421. And then 420, obviously. Really close to there. If you're watching any intraday areas, that is. Like if you're a scalper or you're playing some type of quicker move down or anything. We did just kind of break intraday support around 422. So I'm sure there's someone scalping it down right now. Just eye up those supports. Like 421 might be a spot where it kind of stops intraday falling at. Nice. So I'll have to check it out. I'm interested to see what it looks like. I'll at least try to see if I can get my account reopened at least for a day or something. Come on, Meta, you breaking? Oh, you had me excited, Llama. I thought it did break for a second. That was funny. I'm gonna place my alert here at 299.50 or 299.44. Come on, Meta. Let's see. Come on, SPY. Let's keep it going for us here. Ah. I got my Red Bull today. What do you guys got out there? Throw it on out there. I got my Red Bull Juneberry. So good. Throw it out there. I know a lot of you guys have your pumpkin spice going on, right? The Juneberry Red Bull, the best one ever made, guys. It's so good. What is this? A 24 pack for $82. Oh my god. That seems like overly expensive. What the hell? The flavor name is cherry. What? What are they talking about? It's called Juneberry. I'll never be buying from whoever that is on Amazon, that's for sure. Here you go. Man, maybe that's just the size of them. Or the price. God damn. The guy on Financial Audit would be mad at me for drinking these. He'll be like, that's $4 every time you have one. What the fuck? It is, that's terrible. I think that was just one 24 pack, Xbox. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, that's 124 pack with 12 fluid ounces. So let's see. We'll do 82 divided by 24. 341 per can of Red Bull. That's... I'll be honest, I was at the gas station last night with my buddy after we worked out. It was back day yesterday, if you're wondering. And we were sitting there wondering, what in the flying hell are these prices? Like, I was at the gas station, and have you guys ever seen this drink right here? It's called Green Machine. Okay, this thing. Green Machine. At the gas station, this thing costs $5.50 for one bottle of this. Like this bottle. It's $3.69 at Target at least, but at the gas station, this thing was $5.50 for this Green Machine. I used to buy those for like $2.80, I remember, whenever I was in high school. Now they're $5 plus. I feel like I'm too young to say these things, right? Like, I'm only 25. Like, it's not like I'm like, you know, 50 years old and I'm out here saying, like, back in high school, you know, like, we're talking just a few years ago here. I think the Naked brand is supposed to be really good. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're supposed to be good, Xbox. I love those drinks. I think the Green Machine drinks are amazing, man. I love them. I've seen a lot of people say that they're kind of fake, like they're fake good. But I don't know. I like them. I think they're fantastic. They're almost literally worth the $5. They're that good. But I don't know. Just makes me sick sometimes thinking about these things. Like, my girlfriend goes to the Walmart last night just to grab a couple things, and she spends $50. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, the blueberry one's good. Zav says it's a lot of apple puree. Okay. Not worth the $5 for applesauce. Yeah. I'll say this. It does seem a little bit better than just apple puree, but now that you said that, every time I drink it, that's all I'm going to think about. And now I'm going to mainly taste apples now when I drink it. You shouldn't have said that. You ruined my Green Machines. Actually, it's probably good you ruined it for me, considering it's $5. Oh, I got you. I got you. Nam likes the blueberry ones. Okay. Purdy said the Spy, thinking about getting up to the trend line resistance around 422.50 to 423. Hey, that's exactly what I thought, Purdy. And then that kind of happened this morning. We got there at market open and touched it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, we were just there. Just a few minutes ago, even. I thought maybe we would get to 424 even on a test, but hey, I'll take it if this is going to be where we hold up. I'll be happy. I hope it drops too, man. I hope it drops here too. Green Machine ingredients. God, I can't type, man. Apple juice from concentrate, water, juice concentrate, mango puree, pineapple juice, banana puree, kiwi puree, spirulina, natural flavor, alfalfa, broccoli, spinach, barley grass, wheatgrass, ginger root, parsley, kale, odorless garlic. Odorless garlic. How can you have an odorless garlic? I don't think that's possible. Garlic stinks. I know it. I just made eggs for my girlfriend last night, and it was disgusting. Oh, wow. I know they do say that there's quite a bit of sugar in these things too. Come on, Spy. 420. 420.
All right.
Oh, yeah. He knows what time it is. Oh, man, I forgot to go to the dispensary over the weekend. Damn. I remember last week we were talking prices on that crap. So dumb. Remember it was like $360 for an ounce here. I was like, what? Bought some AFRM puts. Let's see. AFRM. Affirm. 1780. Okay. You're getting a put. You're getting puts now. Man, you know what movie I gotta see here again is this hilarious movie called The Interview. Have you guys seen this? With James Franco and Seth Rogen? Man, that movie's so funny. The Interview. I gotta see that soon. I might even buy it. I love that movie so much. I like 3 solid red bars. Hell yeah. 3 solid red bars on a firm here. That's my only problem, is that there's been like 3 to 4 solid red bars in a row now. So I'm sitting here like thinking in my head like, when are we gonna finally see a green bar on a firm? But let's hope it continues down here and keeps really going for you. Ollie Bear. Dime bags and dubs was it for me. I never bought an ounce. I think the most I ever got was an eighth, and I think maybe that only hairbrush happened a few times. That only happened a few times. The hairbrush, man. I feel you now with the autocorrect, yeah. Not the brush. Tilray, what are we doing? No, Tilray. Gotta go over to my watch list here. Rivian is leading the way. How did nobody talk about Rivian today? Wow, okay, what about Lucid? Lucid Motors. Pretty bad company here. Bad company, but cool cars. Purdy buys a QP at a time and sits on it. That's what a lot of my buddies do, Purdy, and then I get it from them. Is essentially what happens. That's essentially what happens there. Let me bring up this book map real quick for it. I have some friends, Purdy, that they buy so much of it that they're buying ounces for like $40 or $60 for an ounce. And I'm sitting there going like, what the? $60 for an ounce? I know people that pay $50 for an eighth. So I get there and start really laughing. And I don't pay any of that, guys. I'm just letting you know, like I'm saying, I know people who do. Let's see. Somebody asked for book map on Rivian. It's pretty funny. XAV. They said, do we have a bubble map for Rivian? They confused Ollie Bear in the chat too. That's funny. Ollie Bear goes, book map? Oh, Mike beat me to the screenshot. Mike beat me to it. I know, right, Xbox? They're getting these things for so cheap. I'm like, holy shit. Imagine the amount of money that they flip those things for. Like, holy crap, that's crazy. Can we look at a geographic map on Tesla? Yeah. A topography map is what we're looking at here. This is the market topography map. Once it loads the historical data, we'll be all good to go. Y'all be wildin' with Bookmap's name. I love it, Carlo. I think it's hilarious now. Gets me laughing. These guys are ruthless with the name. It's funny how some people really get it wrong on accident, though. Like, most of it this morning's just been jokes, if no one caught on yet. But, it's funny though whenever people actually get it wrong, like like for real. Then it's really, I get like, what the hell? Whoa! Samsung may terminate partnership with AMD. Mike said AMD's running on the news. I feel like AMD's barely moving, but... Ooh, Intel got hit hard. AMD's definitely outperforming the other chip stocks today. Wow, and they're holding 100? $100 hold, plus they're moving up with news on a day where the market's down. What do we do? What do we do? It's not like they're up a ton, but they are right at 100. It would be pretty sick for AMD to finally get a nice pop up, wouldn't it? What indicators would you recommend using over MACD and RSI? Predator Vision map. Yeah, yeah. The Predator Vision, baby. It's like wall hacks, but for the stock market. If Bookmap had a lot of money, they would put a commercial out during the Super Bowl that would say, "Do you want wall hacks, but for stocks?" Wall hacks. I like that. I'm walling the market right now. I'm gonna get VAC banned. I'm gonna get VAC banned by this. If you guys don't know what VAC banning is, it's VAC. Veritas Alpha Charlie. VAC. Or Victor Alpha Charlie, I guess. Oh, it was a legit question. I see. My bad. I didn't realize it was legit. Yeah, I mean, MACD and RSI, you can tell, like, what kind of indicators do I use, right? I really don't use any. I just use Bookmap, but really, I mean, I just look at support and resistance, and I look at price action. I think that really people need to put more time into learning stock setups, learning price action, learning like how stocks generally move after you see, let's say, like big 5% pullbacks, or learning the percentages on if we see like 2 to 5 red days in a row, what are the chances of green days coming in, you know, stuff like that. Mainly though, price action. Like, you need to find these trend lines. You need to find big areas where stocks are gonna be at those conflicting points, and you got to be able to try to catch those big moves that come in generated off of those. I just feel like indicators are so overused, overhyped. Trust me, I used to use them too. The first 2 to 3 years of my trading career, I'm not kidding, the first 2 to 3 years, all as I did was try to learn MACD, RSI, order flow, tons of other ones. There were oscillators going on. Shit. I mean, there was so many things I was using at the time. Like, I can't even name them all. I'm serious. Can't even hike, like crazy ass hike and ashy charts that were smooth and did blah, blah, blah. Here, I'll actually see if I can log into one. Futures.io. Here we go. This will be kind of cool. Okay, let me log in real quick. Won't let me log in. Damn it. Why would they do this to me? Oh, I'm not even on the right website, no wonder. Oh, this ain't good. The website I use, they just changed. That's not fair. Nexus Fi. That sucks. I used to be part of this thing called Futures.io. Weird, it's not working right for me. But they had so many crazy indicators on there, I can't even name them all. But the point is that those indicators, I just don't think that they really help a lot of people. They don't. Oh my God. Someone in Discord just said top 10 jizzes of all time. What the hell? Trend is always your friend. Bollinger Bands. Yeah, see, that's another one, Zane. That's another one. Carl said, do you have any videos about that price action, that is? No, you know, we really don't, but I'm actually in the process of getting some pretty good content going for all stat modeling members, and I'm going to be emailing you guys a lot more. So, hey, if you guys are in the premium part of stat modeling, you'll probably be getting, you know, more emails here and there, and a lot of videos going over more of strategy and how to maybe like work on some plays and etc. So I think you guys will really enjoy it. Should be coming over the next couple to a few weeks. Bank of America, BAC, 2570 to the downside. Yeah, I like banks down. Let's see. JP Morgan. What indicators would you have looked at to determine that natural gas would cross the $3 level? I don't think that there's really an indicator that would do that. Natural gas going over the $3 level. Let's see. NG. I mean, honestly, this is just kind of like a breakout play. Like, there's no indicator that would sit there and tell you, like, this thing's going over 3. Like, there's not, okay? It might suggest that there's a lot of momentum on this right now, which is the case. There is a lot of momentum, and the more it goes up and the more it breaks through here, the more momentum it's gonna show you that there is. So there is always that, but it's not gonna tell you before it breaks, like, hey, we're gonna break. It's just gonna tell you generally that there's a lot of momentum. And I'm just saying that for most indicators out there. That's really what most of them do, right? It's just, they're showing you momentum. Like RSI, it's just showing you momentum. That's really all it is, all it's doing. Same thing with MACD. That's really all it is. It's just showing you more momentum. It's just different ways of looking at momentum, right? That's really all it is. So is the momentum there or not? Yes or no? And then you can kind of see like, hey, we're breaking 3. It might be a good scalp. You know, if we like run into 3 as it's breaking, might be a pretty good, like if you were going to trade this as 3 broke, right? It would have been really early this morning, but like, look at this. There was like this triple top going on right here. So you would set this trade up in a way like this. You would go, so you would put your stop loss down here around like 2.995 or a little bit less, maybe even go like, you know, to there. And then as natural gas goes up, you know, you would have some targets to the upside. And as it broke 3, you would get into with that momentum. You can see that good momentum there. I don't know where you would have gotten an exact entry at on this break, but if you would have trusted it, you would have got it in on that first 1 minute candle that broke. And then you see you got your stop loss down there. You got your profit targets up here. So you would just let it go, probably exit out a couple right there, scaling out. And then, you know, if you held, it would have came back and you probably would have been freaked out for a minute. And then it went back up and you're like, whew, I can get out up here at the top now. So that's kind of how you would set this up rather than, you know, having an indicator saying it's going to break. You just got to like see the big level, watch it, wait for the break, react, have a good plan going into the break, and then let the play out without freaking out. That's kind of how you would go about that one on the 3 break, I would say. Wrong search engine. I hate Meta. I hate Meta, Llama says. Shit, Meta. Ah, yeah, it wouldn't get a breakdown for us, would it? Dang it, Meta. How much are you gonna hold here at 300? Come on, break already. Break. Isotong said, is it too late to short banks? I mean, I would say it is. I would say it is, at least in the short term. I mean, they could keep going, but like, look at Goldman right here. Goldman was one of the most perfect ones that we've seen with the trend breaking. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Citigroup is another one. It had a perfect trend break a while ago, and it's done nothing but crash down. Literally nothing but crashing since that trend broke. I'm really glad I waited for Citigroup. Boy. Whew. Well, you trust the trends. I'm loving the poll. How did the idea come about? Yeah, so we were talking about NVAX. It's a company that just started. They remade a COVID vaccination, or they made an updated one. And I was curious what news got them running yesterday whenever somebody talked about it. And they said it was the vax and everything. And I was just kind of curious whether or not people were getting boosters, or whether or not they're not getting anything, or etc. So I decided to throw it out there. I was just kind of throwing it out there in a way of like, I was just curious on how many people have the boosters, how many people got the vax, etc., etc. And it just was one of those things where I'm just more of interested in it, right? Because it's just interesting to me. I have a feeling that these vaccination companies like NVAX, like on the daily chart, I kind of feel like that they've been all over the place. Like, I don't know like what the hell goes on with them, but it's definitely scary to see their stock doing this bad. And I'm kind of curious on whether or not these companies will actually recover up or not. I have a feeling maybe not. I mean, because it seems like not a lot of people get the thing still. So now I'm really looking at these vax companies like, I thought more people would be voting for that they got stuff. Rabbit and Cat said, I got nothing and preferred to mate with someone who didn't get it either, but I can't find him. Shit. It's pretty funny. I don't want to get into it too much, but I know it's a pretty sensitive thing for some people. I'll say this. I didn't get any vaxes. I didn't get any boosters. I didn't get anything. So I'll honestly, I'll never get one. They're going to have to put a gun to the back of my head before I get one. Like, it's going to have to be a tough one. At least that type of one, right? one that's made in 6 months or one that just came out, right? And I don't know. But that doesn't mean that it might not help some people, though. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. Confer your doctor for those things. If you trust your doctor, that is. Let's go back to AMD, though. 5-minute chart looking good. Coming back to the upside still. I like it. AMD got choppy, but, you know, overall, moving up, moving up. What the hell is SPY doing? Oh yeah, recovering. It's recovering. It's gonna be a choppy one. That 420.50 area saw a few bounces yesterday, so that could be a decent support right where we bounced at here. Just keep an eye on it. I'm hoping that we continue down for the trend line break's sake, but watch these areas like 422.20 and 422.50 to the upside as resistance right here. Hopefully the SPY kind of moves how I'm drawing it out right now. Like it consolidates here and then gets a bigger slide off, right? That would be kind of more of a perfect play for us. Hopefully that's the case. I'm in 99 put for October 6th for AMD, somebody put in the chat. The 1% cars, I like that. 99 puts for October 6th for AMD. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. AMD is starting to really go now intraday. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're in some puts. That's freaky. They're in the 99 puts, and I'm sitting here just staring at this thing flying up. Gosh. All right, here we go. SPY just got back up into that range. Let's see if it rejects. This is where we need to see SPY reject today. In my opinion, if we really are going to see a drop, this is where we need to see it. Hey, nice, Glam. I appreciate you there. Appreciate you. I wish I could play better music even. It's too bad that they get us with all these copyright strikes and bullcrap. The dumbest thing ever is that it'll like copyright strike me, but it's kind of dumb. It'll like let everybody post it. Like you could post illegal content to YouTube, which is fine. You can post it. It can be as illegal as you want. It's just that they don't give you any credit, right? They give it all to whoever made it, which is kind of good. But then at the same time, why would you copyright me for playing a song? Just for literally playing a song on a live stream. Like, I don't know. I don't understand, but whatever. Whatever they do. Like, let's see which ones have been copyrighted recently. They all do. You gotta be kidding me. Copyright, 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 copyright. Copyright. They're all copyright. Like every single stream for like the past like 3 weeks has all been copyrighted. Just about. That's pretty wild. I didn't realize it was that many. Like I wasn't even doing any copyrights the past few days. I guess it's just this background music, but I might as well just copyright it at this point and just do the good music, right? Start playing some Drake and some Future. I might as well, right? I don't know. Some of them are ineligible for monetization. They're so bad at copyrights. Weird, I didn't know that. It's gotta be the music. I mean, I can't see anything else being it. Yes, but look at that. The Spy's getting that rejection that we talked about. So far, playing out so good for that Spy rejection off the trend. Right at 422.50, or really close anyways. Watch for it to reject and push back down. Is it too late to get into Zom puts? Let's see. Mike said, I only got vaccinated in order to stay employed in New York. Nice, Mike. You got to do what you got to do, right? Zom. Yeah, I would say today it's too late. It's too late today. Zom puts might be good, though, over the next few days. Just for today, I would not enter at this point. And yes, it could go lower. It's just, it's already down a lot. I mean, we're like 3 times the average move down. It's like over 3x to the downside, so. Yeah, it's Greta. She knows what's copyrighted and what's not, apparently.
How dare you!
There's probably some like lady working at YouTube like in the background watching all of our streams, and she's like, I didn't like that. Copyright. I'm probably gonna get banned for the COVID booster poll. Yeah. You're not allowed to ask that. Oh, that's what it is, Purdy. Daily bread. You know, there's so many of them out there. Like, I'll remember one for like a week, and then I'll forget the name of it, and I'll be like, shit. And then I gotta find a new one. Daily bread, I played them for a few weeks, and then they got kind of old. Yesterday's wasn't copyrighted, at least. All the Powell ones get copyrighted because I play that song. The one with him. We need a hero. All those ones get really bad. It's pretty hard. I can't believe how they, I can't believe how much they have with that. My job actually paid employee $2K to get the vaccine. Yeah, that is very sketchy, Glam. I don't know if you could, I don't know if you could actually somehow sue them for that. I have no idea if that's allowed or not, but I would contemplate suing them, honestly, over that one. If a lawyer would do it. Or you could find some grounds for it. You know, and I'm not somebody out there who wants to be super sue happy over everything, right? But I'll say this. If there is grounds for something with an employer doing something sketchy about the vaccine, I think that there's grounds for a lawsuit. So, you know, you can sue anyone for anything, really. So, I would think that, there's some type of ground for that, Glam. I get so hyped for the Powell song. Yeah, Purdy. We need a hero. I wish I could play it right now. I might as well. We're probably already copyrighted, so why not, right? All right, there we go. Spy coming back again. We're getting that rejection that we were looking at. What happened? Where'd my lines go? What the fuck? Wasn't Spy just bouncing off of a line on my chart? I swear there it is. Sometimes the Spy on the trend, it's so bad. Like, the trend lines are like moving around on the chart. Like whenever I go to a 5 minute from a daily, like they switch spots. Like, look, now it's not touching again. Like, what the fuck? Now I go to the 1 minute, it's touching. Like, that's so dumb. But we got that rejection we were looking for. Perfect rejection on Spy. Perfect. Yes, sir. Boom. X marked the spot there. Zom, wow. Still breaking lower, I like it. Yeah, Glam, get him. Remember, whenever you sue somebody like a big company or something like that, always remember, you're not really suing them, you're suing their insurance. So remember that. If you sue, even if it's a small business, if they don't have insurance for stuff like that, well, that's their own problem, you know, so most of the time you're just suing their insurance company. So keep that in mind too. It's not like if you sue like Mary Jane's business down the road, it's not like she's going to have to pay $200K or $100K or $50K or whatever the lawsuit is. You know, it's that insurance company generally forking that out. You might have a slightly higher insurance payment, but it's not that bad, you know. What does unusual option sweep and golden sweeps mean in the Discord channel? So, yeah, unusual options. That's just essentially... oh, you said sweeps, though. Unusual option sweeps. Okay. Yep. Unusual option sweeps, that's essentially just huge orders that are coming through the market, as in... sweep orders, as I guess is what they call it. If you look at it here, you go in there and here, I'll actually just open it up. We'll make it easy. So we go in, the most recent one, right, is VIX. It says sentiment bearish, 26 strike calls, October 18, 2023. Is opening position? No. Auto execution consolidation type block. It's just showing you big orders out there. So you can like look at these and you can try to make inferences on things, right? Like FYBR. Okay, now VIX is going to have a ton of these, okay? Because VIX is VIX. But you see like FYBR, right? Bullish. 15 strike calls. There was $228,000 put into these. at 0.44. 5,000 contracts at 0.44. That's quite a bit. On the FYBR, 15 strike calls. So then you would go to FYBR and you might say, am I going to follow the big money on these calls? They got into the 15 strike calls. And you can see right now that the 15 strike is a couple dollars out of the money to the upside. FYBR is falling down. So you might think this one's a covered call, right? Then we go back, we look. It does say sentiment's bullish, but we never know really if these are covered calls or not. So that could be a covered call. It does say, though, ass side. So, I don't know, though. FYBR's falling down. So that would be one I might skip. You know, I didn't like the way the chart looked. Scrolling back. Here's X. Here's X. Let's see what we have with X. Contract type. Calls. Bearish. Bearish. 35 strike on X. So these are shorted calls probably is what they're saying. And you can see the 35 strike is pretty far away from the current price. So that makes sense that they would short these because it's the 35 strike. So if you wanted to follow that, you could short some 35 strike calls or buy some shares of X and then short the calls, or you could even maybe buy some puts because it's like a bearish play, but it's just showing you like, hey, this is going on with X, you know, so check it out. Here's another one with RUT. Look at this one, 2.7 million. Sentiment's bullish. The strike is 1580 puts. 1,580 puts on RUT. Russell. 1,580. So somebody's shorting these puts on the Russell here, which is probably a pretty good play. With the Russell down so much right now, it makes sense to short it. Because if they short those puts, they're ultimately looking for shares. So I like this one. It's a lot of premium though, because it's such an expensive stock. But what does sweeps mean? It's just a type of order. Like here, I'll give you the technical definition and let you read that, rather than me trying to just explain it in a weird way. All right. A sweep to fill order is a type of market order in which a broker splits the order into numerous parts to take advantage of the order sizes at the best prices currently offered in the market. A sweep to fill order is executed immediately based on the best possible price and allows the investor to enter a trade as soon as possible. Sweep to fill orders can have limit orders attached to them, which control the highest price paid to buy or the lowest price sold at. Here's an example. It says, assume a trader is interested in buying Alibaba and they want to get into the trade right now. They want to buy 10,000 shares. The price is oscillating around 160.60, but there are only about 500 shares usually showing up on the order book at each price level. Bigger or smaller, liquidity may pop up at different prices though. A sweep to fill order will look at all available liquidity and then send out orders to grab all of the available liquidity at the different price levels until the order's filled. Assume the trader adds the additional stipulation that they want to limit their buying to 160.70. So they ended up getting 500 shares that are posted at 160.61, 1,200 shares that were posted at 160.62, 900 shares that were at 160.63. So can you kind of see how this is going here? Like, it's for people who are sending out big orders that take out or wipe out the majority of the orders within a certain range. So it's essentially saying to buy, as you know, like if they want 10,000 shares, it'll buy all 10,000 shares at any price under 160.70. So it's just buying all of the available shares under there. It's usually just for huge orders out there, right? That wipe out a lot of, movement at one time, I guess you would say. How do you know they're shorting? Well, you go look at the call out, right? It tells you trade side was bid, so, and it's a put, so sentiment's bullish. That makes sense. It's telling you straight up on here this time. On normal, like on the usual on the normal unusual options tab, we don't know if they're buying or shorting them, but you have to kind of make inferences, right? Like you have to make inferences about it. Normally the big money, like they're not gonna go buying like some crazy out of the money bullshit that we buy, right? Like everybody out there is like, let's be honest, like a lot of traders out there are kind of dumb, okay? Like if somebody came in here today and they were like, I'm trying to buy Tesla, right? Like they're like, I'm gonna buy calls. I'll hear people say things like, I bought the 275 strike call for Tesla for next week. And I'm like, the 275 strike? Are you nuts? I'm like, that's so far out of the money. And they're like, yeah, you know, I think Tesla will get there. And I'm like, just because you think Tesla will get there doesn't mean to buy the strike according to that. Like, you know, that's not how strikes work. Like, you don't just pick the strike you want it to get to and you buy that. Like, that's not how it works. Some big money guy is shorting that put up there, and they would gladly sell that to anybody because they're gonna make bank as long as Tesla stays under 275. And if not, they're probably doing some type of covered call with shares. So in reality, they're probably getting out at a good price for them anyway. So I know it's a little complicated, but that's kind of the gist of it. It's because the big money will short so many options that, you know, if something's far out of the money, you got to be very skeptical about it. And with RUT, that put was pretty far out of the money. All the way down at like 1580 or whatever it was. That's pretty far out, so I would definitely think they're shorting that too. It just takes some, you know, some skill getting used to those types of plays and those types of trades, really, more than anything. Did I read it wrong? Where's RUT? I'm pretty sure RUT it said the other way. Let's see. Sentiment is bullish, but it's a put. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Rabbit. They're shorting the put. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you short a put, you want the stock to go up. If you didn't know that. Like, I figured that was pretty obvious, though. You know, like, if you buy a put, you want the stock to go down. If you short a put, you want the stock to go up. So that's how that goes. Sorry. I thought you got that. My bad. Seren said crude crashing puts on oil stocks. Yeah, it's been pretty rough for oil, hasn't it? No problem, Rabbit. No problem. I don't know, Zane. Whatever you just said is going to confuse a lot of people, so... If you buy a put, you want it... You want it down. Yeah. Zane's going to confuse everyone out here now. I'm actually just going to take Zane's comment away, because I think that's going to actually ruin that for some people. Some people are going to get so confused by that. I like it though, Zane. I think it's funny. Oh, no, I know. I know you're kidding, but there's going to be someone out there who doesn't understand that. And then they're gonna really think that. Trust me, man. I've had some pretty crazy things where people will send me a pretty nasty message and they'll say, Tom, I shorted Tesla because you said it sucked or something. And I'm like, I was kidding or something. And then they're like, well, I bought puts because you said that. And now I'm down $5,000. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, you couldn't tell that that was a joke? Like, like, you know, like I'll be talking here and I'll be like, yeah, short it, you know, and then I'll be like, just kidding or something. And then they'll be like, oh, I just shorted $5,000 worth of it. I'm like, holy shit, man. I erased the wrong comment. I don't mind you saying noob. I thought that was kind of funny, but. Zane was serious about the first couple? That's pretty funny. I left noob. I took the others off because they were confusing as hell, Zane. Those are the ones that would get people. You're all good, Zane. Don't worry, man. It's all good times around here, right? I just didn't want no one getting messed up. Citigroup, here we go. 39.20 to the downside. Still a big drop out of Citi. Terrible drop. $142 even. Nice on the JP Morgan. JP Morgan. Welcome to JP Morgan. How can I steal your money today, sir? I have my IRA through JPM. Hey, Xbox, are you still in here? Xbox, if you're still in here, let me know. Hey, Xbox, I know the other day you hit me up and you let me know about a couple of different options for like an IRA or like savings for a child or etc. Can you like let me know what those were? I think one was like UTMA and I just can't remember the other one. If you could let me know, I would be very thankful. I meant to write them down. I thought I would remember, but I could always go back and find them in Discord. I just, for the sake of, since you're here, I might as well just ask. But this market stinks, Fama said in the chat. 37 votes in the poll. We're going to end it up here. More votes than viewers now. No vax or no booster wins at 48%. No boosters but got the vax came in at 35%. Yes, I got a booster is at 13%. And 2% of you said they got multiple boosters. So, nice. Really cool. Thanks for voting up in the polls today, guys. Thanks for being forthcoming on that, right? I know it's a little bit of a touchy topic, but I thought that was interesting. Just wanted to, you know, get a little poll on how much everyone got, so appreciate you guys. UTMA and UGMA accounts. Custodial accounts that allow you to save, transfer assets to a minor without establishing a trust. So it's UTMA and UGMA, okay. UTMA and UGMA. The UGMA is for the ugly children. Parent or other relative till the child reaches adulthood, the age of majority in your state. UTMA stands for Uniform Transfers to Minors Act. Uniform Gifts to Minors Act. Okay. It's all good, Elise. Elise. Or Elisa. Whatever you got. However you say that. I don't know where the name ends or begins. But I'll just say this. It's a random poll, Elisa. You don't have to answer it. Trust me. You don't have to answer, but I do find your comment to be pretty funny. I'm not saying you're older, but it feels like you are a little bit. I talked about this yesterday. A lot of people I found from doing this for a while, around 35 to 40 years old is usually where people don't want to do anything online. Whether it's a poll, whether it's anything else, nobody ever wants to answer anything the older they get. So that's the reason why I threw that out there that way. And by the way, those are all random polls. Like, no one can see your answers, just so you know. Just not health stuff. Even though it's like random and no one can see. It's all good. Don't worry. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. I'm just curious on like maybe why. I'm just, you know, I don't know. Thanks though to everybody who did vote and was forthcoming. I appreciate you. Even though you didn't agree with it, that's okay. I just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just, yeah. I don't know. It gets me wondering sometimes, like, I just am curious in my mind. I'm like, what is causing that they wouldn't want to answer it? Like, are you scared of like YouTube getting your health information, or like, I'm just kind of curious where you're coming from. Not, you know, just as like a learning thing for me. I don't know. No, that's not what it is, performance. I'll just leave it there. I was just kind of wondering so I could learn like why people were scared of that, or scared of answering some of those questions, I guess, is all I'm wondering. I'm not gonna make fun of you for the answer or anything. I'm just wondering why, is all. Nothing is private, in my honest opinion. Okay. That's a good enough answer for me. I mean, if that's what you think, then I understand. I always made we had a funny conversation. The only reason I brought this up is we had a really funny conversation just like a day or two ago. I don't know if you were here for it or not, but we do polls in here every day, and they're always financially related or something. So, but I did a poll a little while ago, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was about being scared of the internet, right? There was a poll about not wanting to give your information to etc., or people tracking your info and all that type of stuff. Like, I always put this out there in a funny way. Like, I always say it like this, right? Like, who cares about us, right? Like, does the government really give a shit, like, what we say or what we think or what we search, or, you know, do they care if we say that we got the vax or didn't? Like, no. At the end of the day, like, no one cares about that. Like, they're not using that for, you know, I've seen people are really scared of that type of stuff. Whenever in reality, it's like, I think sometimes people think that it's too serious on their own side of things. Like, people are so much into their own selves, right? It's almost like, I would say, like a cockiness. Like they think that they matter so much that, like, the government shouldn't know, or YouTube shouldn't know, or whatever, or I don't know. That's kind of what I don't know. I kind of see that sometimes with this type of stuff. But we literally just talked about it, is the only reason. I thought maybe you had seen that poll too, but I see. Yeah, exactly. You could have chosen not to type, right? My dad had his health info stolen and had it used against him. Maybe that's my issue. Yeah, maybe. I mean, a poll on YouTube is hurting your... I feel you. Spy up again. Let's see. $420 even. Okay. I like that down there. Are we gonna finally break 420 today, or what? Like, come on. Break the poll. Like you said, you don't have to keep typing, so. I'm new in options. ZOM is at 112. SM Bot shows puts buying at strike price 115. Yeah, I was just a little curious, though. I appreciate you answering. It was kind of cool. Normally, people won't answer it, so. It's always an interesting topic, I feel like. Let's go, Tessie. Hell yeah. Running up to 255, 257. Breaking out. Wow, Tesla's really having a day. They're having a good... This is the highest level they've been in a few weeks. Gosh, dang, Tessie. Spy's not going to be going down for very long at this rate. Woo! I love this with Tesla. Here's one thing we could probably all agree on, right? Is Elon is a badass, right? We're gonna all agree on Elon's a badass. If you don't like Elon, well, you might as well just leave. I'm just kidding. He is kind of like a cheerleader to this community, though, in a way, with Jerome Powell. When you sign up for the course, does it show step-by-step on trading options? For the most part, yeah. If you sign up for the actual course. Now, keep in mind, we have stat modeling, and then we also have the options courses, right? Like the intro to options course, and then we have stat modeling. If you're talking about the course itself, I'm throwing a link down in the chat. That'll be the one that shows you all about options, okay? It'll show you what options are, how they work, stuff like that. Now, it's not going to give you step-by-step how to buy it on your brokerage. You know, like, unfortunately, that's like a brokerage type of thing. Like, you would need to learn how to use Robinhood or Webull or Thinkorswim. But it'll show you, like, hey, this is the options chain. This is what we look at to look at which options should you buy, which strike should you buy, which expiration should you buy, what does theta mean, what does delta mean. You know, what do those Greeks mean? There's a whole bunch of things with options, right? There's a whole bunch of specifics, and it really gets into those more specific things that I think a lot of people skip over. So if you're interested in the course for options, or like if you're new to trading options, check out the course I just sent in there. That's kind of what I think you would want more there. Yeah, Oscar, I saw that. He did just get sued by Baby Mama. He did. He did. He got sued by Grimes for apparently not letting her see his son, or their son, I guess. To be honest, I wouldn't want her to see my son either, but I don't know. She's got some weird thinkings, man. She's, ugh. I can't go into it, but that Grimes lady scares the shit out of me. She might have spawned from the depths of hell, in my opinion. I don't know. I wouldn't want my son nowhere near her. Hell, if she was my kid's teacher, I'd take him out of school. That's how much I would hate her. I'd get him out of that school so quick if she was like the teacher. Man, witches are a wild breed. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he's crazy, but you still bought the car. I like that. He is kind of crazy. I'll say that. He is kind of crazy, but he is the top G, I guess we'd say, of the markets, of stocks, of companies, at least right now. I would say he is. You can't discount everything that guy's done between the SpaceX and Tesla and now X. And it's just like everything he does. He even sold those flamethrowers. Remember the flamethrowers? Those were kind of cool. Hey, and remember, guys, here's the link for stat modeling if you're interested. Now, this will actually give you access to the bots, to all of our premium channels in Discord. So if you're interested, check this out. Use code 197S, okay? Code 197S. This will give you the yearly price for $600. This is going to be the best discount you will possibly get to get into stat modeling. It's $600. It's normally $150 a month. So you're talking, you're paying 4 months worth of price for the whole year. It's the best deal we'll have. It'll end eventually here within a month or so. So be ready for it. The deal will not be around forever, but check it out, code 197S with that link. It's a really good deal. Best deal you'll have on stat modeling. You will not get a better deal than that, I can promise you. It will not happen. If it does, I'm gonna send Mike a very dirty letter. Okay? If there's a better deal out there. And I'm just kidding, by the way. No dirty letters. Boeing running up to 190, though. It's starting to recover up a little bit here. SPY's running, which makes sense with Tessie. Oof, when's Tesla going to slow down, right? Neuralink too. Yeah, I didn't even think of Neuralink with Elon. That is huge. That could actually be very groundbreaking with Neuralink. Seriously. How's Palantir today? Haven't even thought about them. Nothing too crazy. What about DraftKings? Nothing very crazy there either. Starting to come up though, 28.70, starting to pop a little bit at least. How'd you know that's what it was, Xbox? That's exactly what it was. And a cowboy hat, Xbox. Don't forget my cowboy hat, too. Brokeback Mountain style, you know? Has anybody out there actually seen Brokeback Mountain? I could tell you two have a very special bond. Oh shit. Every once in a while I'll try to get Mike a little, I'll try to like ruffle Mike's feathers sometimes with some stuff like that. You guys would laugh, but I thought people here actually read it and got a good laugh too. Yeah. That's the same as the bot subscription, right? Yes, if you get stat modeling, that is the bot subscription. That is what we call the subscription that has all the bots and everything like that in there. If you click on the link, it'll bring you to a page, and I'll bring that page up here. It'll bring this page up, and if you scroll down, it'll tell you everything. It'll say everything that comes in there, access to educational channels, breaking news bots, theta decay. As you scroll down even more, it gives you more info, access to the day trade bots. But yeah, this'll give you everything in our Discord. This will give you all the day trading bots, all the swing plays, all the premium selling plays, everything. That's what stat modeling is. The first link I sent, though, that one was for the options course. So, but yep, you got it right, Mike. I just wanted to clarify it a little more for people. NVAX. Let's see. Go to Boeing. Boeing still thought they'd recover up more, but they're not. Palantir. Selling back off again. DraftKings probably selling. No, DraftKings is holding up. Nice. Disney's falling. What about Penn Gaming? Oh, come on, Bet ESPN. Help us out. PENN, that's terrible. Will you guys use Bet ESPN like when it comes out? I'm gonna make a poll about that. All right, we're gonna do. Yes, I will use ESPN, DraftKings, FanDuel, and then we'll do other. All right, let's see, guys. I'm curious on this poll. Yes for the promos. Yes, Justin. So as long as Bet ESPN has the promos going on, right? What are we gonna do, Spy? Spy, I feel like it wants to come up, but it's at the same time I'm like I'm like iffy right here on Spy. Neutral. I don't like being neutral either. I'm not a big fan of neutrality. Not a big fan. It's no fun, right? No fun to be neutral. But sometimes that's how it be. Whenever that's how the market is, that's how it goes. Where do I see SoFi reversing at? 680 or lower? Let's see. Gosh, I need a haircut, guys. I need a haircut. SoFi running down to 710. Switzerland. The hell are you talking about, Xbox? Oh, SoFi, 680. Yeah, I think SoFi could end up getting down to like, I think $6 even. Somewhere close to there. 6 even would be kind of what I look at for them. If not even lower, but. What's up with Swiss? Or what's up with the Swiss, I should say. I feel like I can't talk today. Everything I say gets messed up, I feel like. You said neutral. Wasn't Switzerland neutral? I don't think Switzerland was neutral. I think they fought for the Nazis, man. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Did Switzerland fight with Germany? I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. What the? Okay, I must be thinking of Norway. I must be thinking of Norway then. I've got to be thinking of Norway. I'll say this. Okay, I'll just say this. If you look it up, a lot of these people fought for the Germans, okay? Like, I understand that, you know, there was a lot of... Let's just say this, okay? From these three countries up here, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, I heard a lot of shit about these people up here fighting for the Nazis in all the countries. Now, I'm not saying all of them did, but I'm guessing that quite a few people from these countries went down there to fight with them. I don't know how many or what, but it was definitely a known thing, you know. I'm not saying that they all did. Despite public and political attitudes in Switzerland, some higher-ranking officers within the Swiss army had pro-Nazi sympathies. See that? Now that's what I'm getting at, see? Yeah, see, that's kind of what I'm getting at there. Wow. I don't know. This is pretty insane. The Swiss would put our people in camps. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. We learn something new every day, though. So for the most part, though, they were pretty neutral, but... I'm a pretty big World War II aficionado. I think that they were just neutral in quotes. You know, if you really look at it, I don't know. Yeah, Xbox, you know, it's more than just looking up on Google what it is, right? Like, you know, like you can't just say like they maintain neutrality. Like I literally just read now about like the higher ranking officers being pro-Nazi and all that stuff. So, you know, like I think that they were neutral, quote unquote neutral, right? But I think that we all know which side they preferred, and it wasn't ours, I have a feeling. So if you talk to a lot of people up there from Norway, Switzerland, etc., they'll tell you. They'll tell you. Especially Norway. That one was a lot of soldiers, Nazi soldiers came from Norway. And Switzerland, too. I know that they won't say that, but a lot of people left there to go do it. Like... Nvidia heading higher a bit. Let's see. 440. Nice. You know, technically, we were actually neutral during World War II for the longest time until the bombings happened. Then it went to shit for us. Yeah, that's very interesting, Xbox. Like how they go to like Argentina and all that type of stuff. I don't know. Very interesting. I don't know what to think of that. There was like I've heard of a lot like hiding out down there and projects going on there and stuff like that. I've also heard a lot about Antarctica and bases and shit down there too. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, Xbox. It's interesting, but I don't have enough like for sure info about it, you know? I guess you gotta hide somewhere if you're that bad of people, you know, or, you know. I guess they were gonna try to go somewhere, right? Pretty weird, though. They chose South America, of all things. That big money play on Zombie posted last week. How would you know if the buyer sold their position? No, the bot would not tell you. You're gonna have to look at open interest and volume, and you'll have to kind of chart it up, Rabbit and Cat. You'll have to throw it on the chart and look at the open interest, the volume. You'll have to look at the volume so you can tell, like, you'll see like a big volume hit like the day that they entered, and then the day that they exit, you'll see that same volume hit go through again because they're exiting, right? Or at least it would be like close to that volume, or 3 bars that make up the same volume or something. Like, let's say if the volume was 5,000 contracts on the day it exploded, you would look for some type of day now coming up where you'll see 5,000 contracts come out of that play, and that's what you would look at. Like, you would go to the chain and then get the chart for it. Oh, Xbox, I know all about Admiral Byrd, my guy. I'm glad you know about that. That's interesting. I didn't think anybody else knew about it. I know, actually, Admiral Byrd so well. Operation High Jump. Oh, yeah. If you guys haven't ever heard the Operation High Jump story, try to see if you can find it out there. Specifically, the story about the saucers and all of that crap. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I always wonder, Xbox, like, how they talk about how he got, like, pulled down into, like, a special bunker, you know, in the middle of Antarctica and crap. Like, that would be pretty wild, man. That would be pretty wild. I would not know what to make of that. I don't know, but that's enough for that before we get shunned off of here. Admiral Byrd. Just so you guys know, that was a United States mission, Operation High Jump. It's pretty interesting if you guys look it up ever. Spies getting real choppy and slow. Citigroup's getting slow. Palantir doing nothing. DraftKings coming up a little bit. Not too much, though. X or US Steel, nothing. Oxy still has pretty good movement down, but it's just not breaking the low of day yet. Let's look at SM Bot. What do we have moving? Google calls, DraftKings calls, AMD calls. Google calls, though. Google's out there. No way. Good movement though here. AMD right up into resistance. This one's been pretty hot this morning. One of the hotter ones out there. Nvidia as well. Another fairly hot one. Nice little recovery day for SPY. It seems like it's going to be a recovery day, right? Watch it not. Watch it like all these stocks just turn over now. I know like the airlines were doing good earlier. AAL, CCL, DAL. What about LUV? Ah. It's good, but not great. I just don't know about that. Zav said, I'd get the booster after getting COVID this year. Wow. That was a while ago, Zav. That was a while ago we talked about that. I don't want to get in an argument, Zav, but I will never, ever, ever get a booster, and I will also never, ever, ever get the vax. Like, I'll you know, I'm not trying to argue about it, but I just won't. So I'll risk dying over getting it, I guess. If that's how you want to look at it. But but I don't want to get too much into it, you know. It was just a poll. I'm not trying to, you know, make anybody feel a certain way for getting it or anything. I was actually I was really happy that people voted in the poll, and thanks for voting for whoever voted. I enjoy, you know, seeing kind of where everybody is as far as that goes and all that stuff. So I really like seeing it. Was Bed Bath & Beyond delisted? It's BBBYF now, I believe. Or BBBF? BBBYY? Ah, what is it? Son of a bitch. I could have sworn they were still under a ticker here. Bed Bath and Beyond stock ticker. BBBYQ. I got it. It's on the OTC market. That's why. Let me see if it comes up on Thinkorswim. Yep, there it is. Although, no, it is gone. Maybe they did go. Shit, it might be gone.
This is only speculation, but the world might turn away any minute. I feel to separate the difference between fact and fiction. Where it's not paying all the
Wow.
that the government holds in prison. You can't move on unless you pay the officials. Just let it go. Soon dissolve into the earth like the rest of them.
It was trading. It was still there a few weeks ago. I could have sworn it was, right? Thinkorswim showed it. Ooh, guys, big volume on SPY just now. Whoa. So the last day I have on Thinkorswim was September 29th of 2023. Very interesting. So at the end of September, it got taken off, at least on my Thinkorswim. So yeah, there's SPY. No to the clot shot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it, but all I have to say is thank God I'm in the US of A, baby. That's all I got to say. Because if it was some other country, I'd probably have to get it. Or some bullshit, so. Thank God we have the rules and laws and guns and shit that we do. Thank God. The XOP big money trade is up 110%. XOP. Daily chart. Let's see. Wow. That is on fire, isn't it? I didn't get to put it down, but there it is. Wow. That's actually a really cool looking play. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end the stream here. We went for a while today. It's almost 3 hours, actually. It didn't feel like it, though. I guess it goes quick when you're having a good time, right? I appreciate you guys sticking with me this long. Hell yeah. We had a lot of you guys stick with us for a while today, so appreciate you joining up. Let's go. I go live every morning at Market Open. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps us out. P-Cube Adventure hit it. Thank you earlier, P-Cube. Appreciate you. Yeah, no problem, Xbox. XOP to buy? I would not get XOP right now. Hell no. Yeah, not yet. Not yet, but those puts are looking okay. I wish you would have entered a couple days ago on them, but they look all right anyways. Not too good, but not too bad at the same time. But yeah, hey, I appreciate all of you guys. Even the lurkers out there, the ones out there who aren't even saying anything. Appreciate you guys. Mason said Tom's still alive, working overtime. I guess so. I guess so. Appreciate everybody, though. You know, it's a fun time here. We had a pretty good morning as far as looking at a lot of different stocks, a lot of price action. The SPY had a great move down at open. I thought it was really fun to the downside at first, you know, big drops. God, these dumbass lines, though, they never go in the same spots. Like, pisses me off. See, now I go to the 1 minute chart and the line that was just up here went down here. Like, we had a nice rejection off of there earlier. Could have been a good scalp, but now everything's pointing kind of to the upside. So is this where we get a couple days of green coming in? Did our trend fail us? Or are we going to hit here and start flying back down? That's the question. We go out to that daily and it looks like that trend had broken, right? Definitely had a little break going on there, but I'm curious if it's going to fake. Because it could fake on us, you know, just don't be surprised if it does fake. You know, I've seen these fakes happen a lot. But if we end up getting under 420 here, I think we're going to be selling off like hotcakes. But right now, until we get under 420, we have to be pretty careful. So let's go. Hopefully SPY has a big move. I don't even care about the direction. I just want a big move. You know, that's it. Yeah. No problem, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. Almost 1.7K. Yeah, we got to get to 2K subscribers here, you know. Talk about rookie numbers, right? 2K subscribers. But hell yeah, let's go, guys. Appreciate you. Have a good one.